close your eyes gently and allow your body to become heavy, soft, safe, supported. Tonight, you are not trying to force anything. You are simply allowing yourself to receive. A beautiful life does not always arrive all at once. Sometimes it begins as a quiet picture in your mind, a warm feeling in your chest, a place you have never touched, but somehow already know. And tonight, Dubai is waiting for you, not as a distant dream, not as something impossible, but as a place your future self can walk through calmly, confidently, naturally. You are allowed to imagine yourself there. You are allowed to feel worthy of beautiful experiences. You are allowed to see yourself in places that once felt out of reach. Because every journey begins twice. First in the mind, then in the world. So tonight, let your thoughts become gentle. Let your breath become slow. Let your imagination open like a golden door. And as you drift deeper and deeper into rest, you begin your peaceful day in Dubai. You wake slowly in a quiet room high above the city. The first thing you notice is the softness of the sheets around you, cool cotton against your skin, a pillow gently supporting your head, the faint hush of air conditioning, steady and soft, like a whisper in the room. For a moment, you do not move. You simply breathe in and out. There is no rush here. Outside the window, Dubai is just beginning to glow. The sky is pale blue, touched with peach and gold near the horizon. The city below is still waking. Roads curve like silver ribbons. Tall glass towers catch the first morning light. Some windows reflect the sunrise like tiny flames. You sit up slowly and place your feet on the floor. The floor feels cool beneath you, smooth, clean, quiet. You walk toward the window and gently pull the curtain aside. There it is, Dubai, a city of glass and gold, a city of sunlight and ambition, a city that rises from the desert like a dream someone believed in deeply enough to build. You stand there for a few breaths, taking it in. The skyline stretches in every direction. The buildings are tall and elegant, shining softly in the morning. Far beyond them, the desert waits, calm and endless. And somewhere in the distance, the sea rests under the early sun. You place one hand over your heart, and silently you say to yourself, I am allowed to be here. I am allowed to experience beauty. I am allowed to receive more than survival. I am allowed to live a life that feels expansive. The words settle into you gently, not as pressure, not as demand, but as truth. You get ready slowly. There is the quiet sound of water running in the bathroom, the scent of soap, clean and light, the feeling of warm water over your hands, a soft towel against your face. You dress in something comfortable and elegant, something light enough for the warmth of Dubai, something that makes you feel calm, beautiful, and present. Before leaving the room, you take one last look outside. The city is brighter now. Morning has fully arrived. You step into the hallway. The carpet beneath your feet softens every step. The elevator doors open with a gentle sound. Inside, the mirrors reflect a peaceful version of you. You are not rushing. You are not chasing. You are simply entering the day. The elevator descends smoothly. When the doors open into the lobby, you are welcomed by the quiet luxury of the space. Polished floors, soft lighting, fresh flowers arranged in tall vases, a faint scent of oud and vanilla drifting through the air. Everything feels calm, clean, intentional. You walk outside. The morning warmth touches your skin immediately. Not harsh yet, just golden and soft. The kind of warmth that reminds you that you are somewhere far from ordinary routine. A car waits nearby. You step inside and settle into the seat. The leather is cool at first, then gently warms beneath you. The city begins to move around you as the car glides forward. Dubai in the morning feels polished and alive. Palm trees line the roads, their fronds moving gently in the breeze. Sunlight flashes across glass buildings. The streets are wide, smooth, and clean. There is a quiet rhythm to the city. Cars passing, distant voices, the soft hum of movement. You look out the window and allow yourself to absorb it all. The towers rise around you like mirrors of the sky. Some are silver, some are blue, some shine with gold. You pass cafes beginning to fill with people. Hotel entrances where travelers roll suitcases across polished stone. Small groups walking with coffee cups in hand. A city beginning its day with purpose. And you feel something inside you soften. This is what it feels like to be here. Not watching from far away. Not wondering when life will change, but being inside the experience. You arrive near Dubai Creek. The mood changes. The glass towers give way to something older, warmer, more textured. The morning air carries the scent of water, spice, and sun-warmed stone. Wooden boats rest along the creek, their edges worn smooth by time. The water moves gently, catching the sunlight in little broken pieces. You step out and begin to walk. The ground beneath your sandals feels warm and solid. There is a softness in the air, a quiet golden haze. An abra boat waits near the dock. Small, wooden, simple. You step carefully onto it, feeling the boat shift slightly under your weight. The bench is smooth beneath your hand. The engine hums quietly to life. And then you are moving across the creek. The water ripples beside you. A soft breeze touches your face. The city looks different from here. Lower, calmer, more human. You hear the gentle slap of water against wood, the distant call of birds, the murmur of people speaking in different languages, the low hum of the boat carrying you across. You breathe in. There is a faint smell of salt, diesel, and warm wood. It is not perfect in a polished way. It is real, alive, layered. You look down at the water. The sunlight dances over it. Tiny waves shimmer, fold, and disappear. You imagine all the people who have crossed this creek before you. Travelers, traders, families, dreamers. People carrying goods, stories, hopes, beginnings. And now you are here too, carried gently across the same water. You allow that thought to comfort you. You belong in the story of movement. You belong in the story of arrival. You belong in places that expand your heart. The abra reaches the other side. You step onto the dock slowly and begin walking toward the souks. The pathway becomes busier now, but still gentle in the morning. Small shops begin opening their doors. Metal shutters lift. Voices call softly. The scent of cardamom, saffron, cinnamon, and dried rose petals floats through the narrow lanes. You enter the spice souk. The colors are rich and earthy. Deep red paprika, golden turmeric, green herbs, dark dried limes, soft pink rosebuds, saffron threads tucked carefully in small containers like tiny strands of treasure. You walk slowly past the stalls. Your fingertips brush lightly over woven baskets. The texture is rough and natural. A vendor smiles warmly and gestures toward the spices. You smile back, calm and unhurried. You breathe in the scent of cardamom, warm, sweet, slightly citrusy, then cinnamon, then cloves, then something smoky and deep that you cannot quite name. The air feels full of memory. You imagine taking a small piece of this place home with you, a little packet of spice, a scent that could return you here instantly, even years later. You continue walking. The souk narrows and turns. Soon, the golden glow of jewelry begins to appear. You enter the gold souk. Light reflects everywhere. Necklaces hang in windows like liquid sunlight. Bracelets are arranged in perfect rows. Rings sparkle beneath glass. Gold catches gold catches gold, until the whole street seems to shimmer. But you do not feel overwhelmed. You move slowly. You notice the craftsmanship, the delicate patterns, the intricate details, the way beauty can be shaped by patient hands. You pause before one window. A necklace rests inside, glowing softly under the light. You do not need to own it. You simply admire it. And as you stand there, you let the gold symbolize something deeper. Abundance does not have to mean greed. Abundance can mean space, ease, choice, peace. The ability to breathe without fear. The ability to enjoy beauty without guilt. You let that idea settle. I welcome abundance that feels peaceful. I welcome beauty that does not overwhelm me. I welcome success that gives me freedom, not pressure. You continue your walk through the souk. Your steps are slow. Your breath is steady. Your senses are awake, but your body remains relaxed. By late morning, the sun is brighter. The warmth deepens around you. You leave the old market streets and return toward the modern city. The drive back feels like traveling through time, from wooden boats and spice stalls, to wide highways and shining towers. Dubai holds both, old and new, soft and bold, tradition and vision. And somehow, today, you hold both too. The part of you that remembers struggle, and the part of you that still dares to dream. Both are welcome. Both have brought you here. Soon the Burj Khalifa appears in the distance. At first, it is just a silver line against the sky. Then it grows taller, sharper, more impossible. You look up through the car window as you approach downtown Dubai. The tower rises above everything, elegant, still, almost unreal. It does not shout for attention. It simply stands there, certain of itself. You arrive near Dubai Mall and step out into the brightness. The air is warm, and the pavement holds the heat of the morning. Around you, people move in every direction. Families, travelers, couples, workers, children pointing upward. You follow the path toward the Burj Khalifa. With every step, the tower seems taller. Your neck tilts gently as you look up. It disappears into the blue. For a moment, you feel very small. But not in a frightening way. Small like a person standing beneath the stars. Small like someone remembering that the world is wide. Small like someone who still has so much life available to them. You breathe. The glass surface reflects the sky. Clouds drift faintly across it. Sunlight glints along the edges. You place your hand lightly against your chest again. There was a time when this was just a picture to you. A place in videos. A skyline in someone else's vacation. A dream that felt too expensive, too far, too unlikely. And now, in your mind and in your heart, you are standing here. You are practicing arrival. You are teaching your nervous system that beautiful things can be safe. You walk inside. The cool air welcomes you immediately. Dubai Mall is vast and bright, but you move through it slowly. There is no need to see everything, no need to rush from place to place. You are here to feel the day. The polished floor reflects the lights above. Soft music drifts through the open space. You hear footsteps, quiet conversations, the distant laughter of children, the gentle sound of fountains somewhere nearby. You pass elegant storefronts, cafes, perfume shops, displays of chocolate, dates, and pastries. A soft scent of coffee draws you in. You choose a quiet table at a cafe. The chair supports you comfortably. You rest your hands on the table. For a moment, you simply watch the world move. A warm drink arrives. Maybe Arabic coffee. Maybe a creamy latte. Maybe a soft mint tea. You lift the cup carefully. The warmth spreads into your hands. You breathe in the aroma. Coffee, cardamom, a hint of sweetness, something comforting and grounding. You take a slow sip. The taste is warm and slightly bitter, softened by the mood of the morning. Beside it, there is a small plate. Perhaps a date, glossy and rich. Perhaps a delicate pastry with honey and pistachio. Perhaps a piece of soft bread, warm from the oven. You take a bite. The sweetness is gentle, the texture soft, the moment simple. Sometimes manifestation is not about imagining luxury for the sake of luxury. Sometimes it is about imagining yourself calm, fed, rested, safe, able to sit in a beautiful place without feeling like you must earn every second. You let yourself enjoy this. You do not apologize for wanting more life. You do not shrink your dreams to make them look reasonable. You simply sit in Dubai, sipping something warm, letting the day unfold. After a while, you continue walking. Inside the mall, you find the enormous aquarium wall. Blue light glows through the space. Behind the glass, fish move silently through the water. Rays glide like soft shadows. Sharks pass slowly, powerful and calm. Tiny fish shimmer together in silver clouds. You stand before the glass and feel your breath slow. Water has its own kind of silence. Even in a busy place, the aquarium creates a pocket of calm. Everything moves gently, floating, drifting, turning. You watch a ray pass by, its wings moving like silk in water. Your shoulders relax. Your jaw unclenches. You imagine your own thoughts moving like that, not stuck, not frantic, but floating freely through open space. You stay there for a little while, long enough to feel softened by the blue. Then you step away. The afternoon is beginning. You make your way toward the Burj Khalifa entrance. There is a quiet excitement now, but it is gentle, not sharp. You are going up above the city, up above the noise, up above the version of yourself that once believed life had to stay small. The elevator ride is smooth and fast. There is a soft pressure in your ears, a feeling of rising, a quiet hum around you. You breathe slowly. When the doors open, you step out onto the observation level, and there it is. Dubai from above. The whole city stretches beneath you. Roads curve in perfect lines. Buildings stand like sculptures. The fountain pool glows below. The desert fades outward in soft beige and gold. Farther away, the sea rests in blue silence. You walk toward the glass. The view is enormous. For a moment, you say nothing. There is nothing to say. You simply look. The city below feels both powerful and delicate. Tiny cars move like beads along the roads. People are too small to see clearly. The world becomes pattern, light, and distance. You rest your hand near the glass. It is cool beneath your fingertips. From up here, things look different. The problems that felt huge become smaller. The paths that felt confusing begin to look connected. The life you are building begins to feel possible. You breathe in. I can rise. I can change. I can see my life from a higher place. I can trust that more is possible for me. You let each sentence sink deeper than thought, into your body, into your breath, into the quiet place inside you that still believes. You walk slowly around the observation deck. From one side, the desert. From another, the sea. From another, the city's shining center. Dubai is a reminder that imagination can become structure, that vision can become road, tower, bridge, home, skyline, that what once existed only in someone's mind can become a place where people walk, eat, laugh, rest, and dream. You allow that truth to become personal. The life you want may not be visible yet, but that does not mean it is not forming. Some dreams begin underground, like foundations, quiet, hidden, necessary. Then one day, they rise. When you are ready, you descend again. The elevator carries you down smoothly, back toward the earth, back into the afternoon light. Outside, the city feels warmer now. The sun is high, bright and golden. You decide to slow the pace. A car takes you toward Jumeirah. As you leave downtown, the mood shifts again. The skyline opens. The roads widen. Palm trees appear more often. The air seems touched by the sea. You arrive near the beach. The first thing you notice is the light. It is softer here, reflected from sand and water. You step onto the walkway and begin moving toward the shore. The sand is pale and warm. Fine grains slip slightly beneath your feet. The sea ahead is calm, blue-green, and sparkling beneath the sun. You hear waves, small waves, gentle waves. They roll in softly, spread thin across the shore, then pull back with a quiet hiss, again and again, arriving, leaving, arriving, leaving. You walk near the waterline. A breeze moves over your face, carrying the scent of salt and sunscreen and distant flowers from a nearby hotel garden. The warmth of the sun rests on your shoulders. You look out at the Arabian Gulf. The water shines. Not loudly, not dramatically, just beautifully. You find a quiet place to sit, maybe on a shaded lounge chair, maybe on a smooth stone bench, maybe directly on the sand, letting the earth hold you. You watch the water. Children laugh somewhere in the distance. A gull calls overhead. Someone walks past with soft footsteps in the sand. But all of it feels far away. Your world becomes simple. Warm air, soft sand, blue water, steady breath. You wiggle your toes gently in the sand. The grains are warm on top and cooler underneath. You press your palms lightly beside you and feel the texture. Tiny, dry, soft, grounding. This is your pause in the day, a moment of no striving, a moment where you let the dream be enough. You do not need to know every step of how your future will unfold. You do not need to control every detail. You only need to keep choosing small movements toward the life that calls you. The sea keeps moving. The breeze keeps touching your skin. Your breath keeps softening. After some time, you enjoy a light lunch nearby. A shaded table, a cool drink, the clink of ice in a glass, the scent of grilled food, fresh herbs, lemon, warm bread. Maybe you taste hummus, smooth and creamy. Maybe soft pita, warm between your fingers. Maybe fresh salad with cucumber and mint. Maybe spiced rice, tender vegetables, or grilled halloumi. Each bite is slow. There is lemon, olive oil, a little salt, a little warmth from spices. You drink water and feel it cool your throat. The afternoon stretches gently around you. No hurry, only presence. When you leave the beach, the sun has begun to soften. The light is lower now, turning everything more golden. You are heading toward the desert. The city slowly thins. The towers fall behind you. The roads become quieter. The horizon opens wider. Through the window, you watch the landscape change. Glass and steel give way to sand. At first, the desert is flat and pale. Then dunes begin to rise in soft curves. The colors shift from beige to honey to amber. The sky grows enormous. You feel the day becoming quieter. The desert has a different kind of silence. Not empty, not lonely, but ancient, spacious. It makes room for thoughts to settle. The car leaves the main road and moves gently into the dunes. The sand rises and falls around you like frozen waves. Every curve is smooth, every shadow soft. You step out. The air is warm, dry, and open. For a moment, you stand completely still. The city feels far away now. No towers, no mall, no traffic. Only sand, sky, wind, light. You take a slow breath. The air smells clean and dry, with a faint mineral warmth. The sand beneath your feet shifts slightly. You walk a few steps up a small dune. The climb is slow and gentle. Your feet sink slightly with each step. The sand moves around you, soft and fine. At the top, you pause. The desert stretches in every direction. Golden folds of sand, long shadows. A sky turning slowly from blue to peach. The sun is lowering. Its light touches the dunes like silk. You sit down carefully. The sand is warm beneath you. You let your hands rest on it. Fine grains slip between your fingers. You listen. At first, there seems to be no sound. Then you hear it. A soft wind moving across the sand. A distant rustle. The quiet of open space. Your own breathing. The desert teaches patience. It does not rush. It does not explain itself. It simply exists, vast and calm. You look at the horizon, and you allow yourself to release something. Maybe an old fear. Maybe the belief that beautiful things are for other people. Maybe the heaviness of waiting. Maybe the ache of dreams that have been postponed again and again. You do not force it out. You just let the desert hold it. The wind moves gently, and with it, something inside you loosens. You whisper quietly to yourself, I release the version of me that believed I had to stay small. I release the fear that my dreams are too late. I release the guilt of wanting a bigger life. I allow myself to receive peace, travel, beauty, and freedom. The sun lowers further. The dunes glow deeper now. Orange, gold, rose, soft brown shadows. The whole desert seems to breathe with you. You remain there, still and safe, as the sky changes. This is the heart of the day, not the tallest tower, not the brightest gold, not the most expensive place. This, you, sitting in the desert at sunset, remembering that life is still open. The sun touches the horizon. For a few moments, the world becomes pure colour. The sky burns softly, not harsh, not loud, but warm and glowing. The sand reflects it back. Everything is golden. Everything is quiet. You watch the last edge of the sun disappear, and when it does, you feel no sadness, only completion. The day is not ending. It is becoming evening. Nearby, soft lights begin to appear at a desert camp. Lanterns glow warmly against the darkening sand. Low seating waits beneath open sky. Cushions and rugs create a peaceful circle of comfort. You walk toward the lights. The sand is cooler now beneath your feet. Someone offers you a warm welcome. You sit on soft cushions. The fabric is textured under your fingers. The rug beneath you feels woven and sturdy. A lantern flickers nearby, casting golden patterns on the ground. The air carries the scent of grilled food, smoke, cardamom, and sweet tea. You hold a small cup in your hands. The tea is warm. Maybe mint, maybe saffron, maybe spiced gently with cinnamon. Steam rises into the evening air. You take a sip. Warmth travels through your body. Above you, the sky deepens. One star appears, then another, then more. The desert night opens slowly. You hear soft music in the distance, a gentle drumbeat, maybe the low strings of an oud, maybe quiet conversation blending with the wind. Nothing feels rushed. You are wrapped in warmth, scent, and sky. Dinner is simple and comforting. Soft bread, warm rice, grilled vegetables, tender spices, fresh herbs. A little sweetness at the end, perhaps dates, honey, or a small dessert scented with rose or pistachio. You eat slowly. The food feels grounding after the long, beautiful day. Each bite reminds you that you are here in a body worthy of rest, a body worthy of care, a body that has carried you through every hard day and still allows you to dream. You thank your body silently for bringing you here, for holding your hopes, for surviving what it had to survive, for still being willing to feel wonder. The evening grows darker. The lanterns glow brighter. You lean back slightly and look up. The stars are clearer now. The desert sky feels endless. You imagine your future self sitting beside you, calm, grounded, peaceful. This future self is not frantic, not desperate, not trying to prove anything. She is simply there. She looks at you with kindness, and without speaking, she reminds you, keep going. Your life can change. Your dreams are not foolish. You are allowed to build slowly. You are allowed to rest while becoming. You are allowed to believe before the evidence arrives. You let those words sink in. The night air is cooler now. A soft shawl rests around your shoulders. The fabric feels light and comforting. The breeze moves gently across your face. You hear sand shifting faintly in the wind. You hear the low murmur of people nearby. You hear your own breathing slow and steady. And then the day begins to close. You return from the desert under the night sky. The drive is quiet. Outside the window, the dunes fade into darkness. Then city lights begin to appear in the distance. At first, just a glow. Then lines of light. Then towers. Then roads. Then Dubai, sparkling against the night. The city feels different now, softer. The buildings shine like constellations made by human hands. The roads glow amber. The skyline reflects in dark glass. You feel calm, not overstimulated, not tired in a harsh way, just full of images, textures, scents, sounds, moments. the abra on the creek, the scent of saffron and cardamom, gold shining in market windows, coffee warm in your hands, blue water behind glass, the view from the Burj Khalifa, warm sand at the beach, the desert sunset, lanterns under the stars. A whole day lived softly, a whole dream practiced gently. You arrive back near downtown Dubai. Before returning to your room, you take one final walk near the Dubai fountain. The night air is warm but pleasant. The Burj Khalifa rises above you, illuminated against the dark sky. People gather near the water, speaking softly, waiting. You find a peaceful place to stand. The fountain pool is still for a moment. Its surface reflects the lights around it. Then music begins. Soft at first. The water moves. A single stream rises. Then another. Then many. The fountains dance into the night, white and silver against the dark. Water arcs gracefully through the air. Mist drifts toward you, cool and light on your skin. The music swells gently. The water rises higher. For a few moments, everything feels magical. Not childish magic, real magic. The kind that happens when beauty, timing, and presence meet. You watch the fountains move and shimmer. The mist touches your face like a blessing. You smile softly. This is how the day says goodbye, not with an ending, but with a promise. There is still beauty ahead. There are still places you have not seen. There are still versions of yourself you have not met. There are still doors that can open. The music fades. The water lowers. The pool becomes still again. You stand quietly for a few more breaths. Then you return to your hotel. The lobby welcomes you with soft light and cool air. The scent of oud and flowers is still there, gentle and familiar now. The elevator carries you upward. Your reflection in the mirror looks peaceful, a little sun-kissed, a little tired, a little changed. You enter your room. The lights are low. The bed is waiting. Outside the window, Dubai glows quietly in the night. You change slowly. Wash your face. Let the warm water run over your hands. Brush the desert sand from your memory, but not from your heart. You return to the bed and slide beneath the covers. The sheets are cool and soft around you. Your body sinks into the mattress. Your head rests into the pillow. The city lights shimmer beyond the glass. You take one deep breath in and let it out slowly. Today, in your mind, you traveled through Dubai. You crossed the creek by wooden boat. You wandered through spice and gold. You stood beneath the tallest tower. You saw the city from above. You rested by the sea. You watched the sun melt into the desert. You sat beneath stars and lanterns. You ended the night with dancing water and light. And now, you let it all become part of you. Not just a fantasy, a feeling, a memory your future can recognize. As you drift toward sleep, repeat silently, I am open to beautiful experiences. I am worthy of peaceful abundance. I trust that my dreams can find their way to me. I do not have to force. I can rest and still receive. I can soften and still become. I can dream and still be grounded. I can imagine, believe, and allow. The city outside grows quieter. The lights blur softly. Your body becomes heavier. Your breathing becomes slower. The desert wind, the fountain mist, the warm gold of sunset, the soft sound of waves, all begin to blend into one gentle feeling: peace. You are safe. You are supported. You are allowed to rest. And somewhere inside you, the golden door remains open. Dubai waits in your dreams, and your future self smiles softly because she knows you are already on your way. Sleep now. Let the day dissolve. Let the dream stay close. Let the beautiful life you are calling in meet you gently. One breath, one vision, one peaceful night at a time.